Hi everyone. I've recognised that my fairly ordinary life has given me a lot of gratitude, and so I combine my sense of gratitude with my background in the community sector to develop a community fundraising initiative called Capital Giving. And Capital Giving is quite a small initiative, but we have a really big heart. And due to our ability, some of the things that I'm about to talk about, it's quite good that we're small because it makes everything quite simple. But I'll explain how we do that a little later on. So I'm sure you've all experienced the emergency in new ways of being asked to give. We're constantly being asked to donate. And instead of a letter in the mail, it's more likely to be by SMS, peer-to-peer fundraising, which is probably called, you probably understand that as crowdfunding, and put through various forms of social media. Or it could be through your mate who's running a marathon for a cause that he really cares about. And advances in technology allow us to donate at the click of a button. And if you happen to come across a street fundraiser or a door knocker, and you've just about said to him, look, sorry man, I don't have any change, he'll whip out his device and say, here, you can donate by credit card. So there's no getting away with it anymore. There are predictions that in Australia that we're going to be without coins and notes in under a decade. And I really do wonder what's going to happen to the people like the homeless people who rely on change for their food, or even for people like buskers. And it made me think, maybe the giving of change has actually got a sort of innocence about it, which is probably going to be soon gone. And although the tools and technology that we're using are very important, now and into the future, the success of fundraising for organisations and giving campaigns is increasingly going to be about the ability of the organisations to engage and connect with you. So the future for social sector organisations is going to be to stop fundraising and to start inspiring, and to be creative and transparent, and to be able to demonstrate how donations are being used, because donors really want to follow the money. So fundraising campaigns, as you may realise or may not realise, have a very deliberate strategy that are geared to take us on an emotional journey. And smart organisations are also learning that they need to put donors at the heart of their fundraising strategy, not fundraising targets, as was the old way. And individual donors are becoming increasingly motivated to see what's happening with their money. And they want to feel satisfied that the results are real. So donors are expecting to see direct change as a result of their donation. And why is this so? Obviously, we're more aware of just about everything these days, and that's probably largely through to social media. But I actually think it's also about our increasing need to connect and find meaning in a world that seems to be going a little bit mad. Or maybe that's just me, but that's how I feel. We want to feel good, and we really, I think society generally is lacking connection, even if we mightn't realise it. And it is a scientific fact that giving definitely has a positive impact on our health and well-being, especially when we see great results. So community organisations are needing to put much more emphasis on the collection of data and translating data into compelling stories to demonstrate the impact of where donations are going. And they need to make it engaging and meaningful. And they also need to present it in something that's going to be, you can look at in 60 seconds or shorter. So our social sector workforce is really changing, or it needs to be changing. And so we're needing people like data analysts, communications experts, social media experts, digital experts, etc. And the emphasis on the importance of direct program service delivery, which is often seen as what's most important, really needs to be balanced with the sophisticated back office that involves more than accounting and admin. And if organisations aren't able to demonstrate their impact, they're at risk of losing their donors and also support from philanthropy and government, because they're also wanting a deeper level of transparency. So back to capital giving. How do we do what we do? So we're basically, our motto is to cultivate a spirit of generosity. Our purpose is to pool donations of business and individuals, and we make an annual grant. And our area of interest is the advancement of women and girls in our local community. Our donors collectively decide on what annual projects we're going to fund, and we hold social events that showcases our community superstars. So again, it's about raising the awareness of what's happening in our community. Our donors are also provided with opportunities to meet our grant recipients, and the women and girls who directly benefit from our grants. So I'm a great advocate for this type of collective giving model, as fundraising provides the more social, transparent and meaningful way to give, where donors can follow their hearts and follow the money. Thank you.